It's time for an unboxing. This right here, ladies and gentlemen, is the PeriProbe 24mm T14 2X macro. And I believe this is the second version from the macro probe lens that went viral, I think like 2019 or 18, somewhere in that range. And it's those long lens that you put on some kind of robotic movement or slider, and you push in, you pull out, and you get that wide dimension of the space. And this PeriProbe adds a different layer of experience, and I'm excited to test it out with my camera. And this should bring more versatility into my already arsenal of tools, and this is the first time we're going to be testing it out. But today on this video, it's just an unboxing, so stay tuned for more videos that I plan to shoot with this eventually. Okay, so I'm just making sure the camera's on record. And yeah, I had to buy this on pretty much on a urgency, because I have a major shoot coming up, and I needed the probe lens. And I saw that the older probe lens was available, but at the same time, this came in my radar that will probably add more value to my client. Well, nothing else in the box. That's pretty much it. Just this case and the lens. So this is very cool. I've always liked the fact that they have a case for this. Now, the one thing I was debating the day that I was purchasing it, which mount am I going to buy? The PL mount, the EF mount, or the E mount, and I forgot which other mount. So I based it upon what I currently have as far as tools. Yes, a PL mount will be ideal, but majority of my lenses are EF mount, and some of my cameras are EF mount, and I do have Sony systems, which also has an adapter from EF to Sony mounts. And so I don't really have PL types of tools unless we rent them for specific jobs. So I decided to go with the EF in hopes that it would be more broad. Yes, I know the PL is a lot better, but it's just for what I have right now on my budget. I think this will be sufficient enough. I'm going to turn it forward so you can experience this with me. A new toy. A new toy. Yes, I am just geeking out on this new toy. Let's go on this straight line path so we can both see what's in this box. This is some kind of serial information, and you know, obviously this is from China, and they have a description for the lens and instructions, and most of it is in Chinese, and I'm sure there's English as well. Okay, you have these to reduce the moisture in there. These are all great. Just avoid having kids put their in the mouth. Okay, what are these? I believe these are the caps for the lenses. Yes. So here's a cap for the lens. Here is another cap for the lens. And they give you, I believe, the two interchangeable lenses, the old version and the new one. And what's in this bag? We have the power to run the lights within the lens, and both of them are Type-C. Great, perfect. So, and this one has controls in it. Pretty cool. It has increase, decrease, and a power button, and it has this input. This is probably for the newer version. This is the older one that you can run directly on a Type-C to a USB. This is on a Type-C to God knows what the hell this end part is. So let's pull out this lens right here. Okay, this is the older version. This is the one that goes a 0 degree. Oh, I guess they give you extra probably. So this is the older version. that you can inter swap. Oh, I love this lens. So cool. This is the part where you interchange it. And in here is the input for the Type C to run it off some kind of battery. And so you can have light come through here. So whenever the probe is going forward, it lights up the subject ahead. Let me just show you that now in case you aren't familiar with the probe lenses. It's been a couple of years since I actually last used a probe lens, so this is kind of like a reunion. So now I'm going to plug this Type C here. There you go. And this will be attached to the main body of the probe, and this will run off some kind of battery to keep the light on. Very cool. I am so happy that they offered both of these, that I can have that directional straight on. And now we have a 360. Wow. The build just feels really good in the hand. I'm just going to close this so we have a little bit of room here. The build, it's a lot heavier than the first model, and I like that the gears are here. It's definitely meant for more cinema, and so if you can do any follow focus work, this should be good enough to, it's actually going to be great for what you're doing for cinema work, so you can have the follow focus here. Whereas the other one, you had, the older ones, you had the option of the cinema version versus the photography version, but it's better to get the cinema, even though if you're doing photography, you can still choose your aperture and then, you know, stuff like that, and your focus on this side. So yeah, so this is the end where I believe the lens will be, and you can rotate that. And I believe to lock that in place is somewhere here. So forgive me if I haven't read the instructions yet. This is mostly an unboxing. So let's get on the bottom lens. That slide out. That's so cool. It's to protect this lens, and it's waterproof on this end, so you could probably do a lot more if you're doing some water work underneath. You know, if you go in the river or something like that. I saw some videos on YouTube. They go underneath the water and they're photographing like mosquitoes or something like that. It's pretty cool. So I'm assuming that I got to read directions, but this end, I have no clue what this end is for, but this has a Type C input, so maybe this is the same Type C here that I can run power that will give me lights here in the front. You see that? There's LED lights right there. So if you're probing this way, you can probe this way, you can probe this way, you can probe this way. So whereas originally you can probe this way and you have to rig the camera this way, now look at the options you have. So if we're doing the same move, you can rig up your camera to this side, or you can rig up your camera to this side and have it on a slider versus a straight on shot like this. You know, if we're going this way, now you can go, how about that, huh? That is really, really cool. And I'm just going to open the back of this. Not much to see. Yeah, obviously it's just the back of this lens. And there you go. I guess to lock this in place or to release this 360 is right here. This Laowa just drops down. And I think you can unscrew this part to replace the older type of barrel lens. But I'm not going to do that right now, to be honest with you. I just wanted to unbox this just so I can get a quick feel for this product, because I want to read the directions as well, just to make sure. It has a marking here that says waterproof ends here. So yes, do not bring the water even further out, because this barrel right here, the inner swap, water might leak in there. And it says liquid should not exceed this line. So there's a sticker right here, it specifically says it. This one as well. So if you're changing barrels it's those two right there. Should go in like that. Okay, now that I've opened this, now that I've felt it in my hand, and compared to how I used it 2 years ago, I am as excited I was using it the first time around, more excited now, because now I have more looks and different movements that I can do with this choices that I have, and I'm quite ecstatic to start shooting with it. And I do a lot of stock work, and this will give me more versatility in some of those shots. Overall, even though I haven't used it yet, it's a plus for me because of the case, the lens, and the old barrel that they provide. And let's go on and shoot. If you guys have any questions down below in the comments, I did provide a link to Amazon for this product in the description. If you decide to click on that, just a heads up, I will get a small commission out of it. Just for doing these types of videos. I'm an Amazon affiliate. And so yeah, again, like I said, if you have any questions down below in the comments, I'm looking forward to shooting this, and I'll do more videos on this PeriProbe by Laowa. Thanks for watching.